A special recall election for Lynn Haven's mayor is now set, and the mayor says he's suing the recall committee and the supervisor of elections.
News Channel 7's Isabella Benhumea has been following this story. She's here to explain what's going on. Isabella.
Jess Berry, the recall mayor Jesse Nelson committee was formed in March by residents of Lynn Haven who allege Nelson has withheld information from the public and abused his power. The committee stated on their Facebook page that their campaign aims to expose the alleged lack of transparency about the city's financial state. They collected more than 2,500 signatures for a recall petition, which were certified last week by Bay County Supervisor of Elections Nina Ward. And Mayor Nelson is now fighting back against these allegations.
Resigning yesterday could have been perceived as an admission of guilt or conceding to the allegations. While I respect the right for people to recall elected officials for cause, the allegations against me are first and foremost categorically false, defamatory, and concocted to stoke anger amongst the community.
After 2,500 signatures for his recall petition were certified, Lynn Haven Mayor Jesse Nelson decided he will not be resigning from his role. Thursday morning, the 14th Circuit Court Judge Christopher Patterson scheduled a special recall election for January 20th.
As part of the recall, Florida statute identifies the election has to be called within 30 and 60 days. So there's not a lot of room for, moving dates or anything like that. The judge had a very tight turnaround.
At a press conference Thursday afternoon, Nelson announced he has filed a lawsuit against the recall committee and the Bay County Supervisor of Elections.
My legal team filed a lawsuit in court to show that these false allegations do not meet the requirements of the law in order to make a declaratory injunction to stop the recall.
Nelson says the judge will determine if there are grounds for a recall and decide whether or not to stop the special election.
This is something that has happened throughout the state of Florida, where whenever you file that lawsuit and it's deemed that the allegations against you do not actually meet the grounds of recall, then they stop the election.
We reached out to the recall committee for comment, but they declined an interview. As of now, the special election is still taking place in January, and those wishing to run as candidates have until December 10th to qualify.
What that means is anybody wanting to run to fill a possible vacancy that can be determined by the recall election needs to come to my office. They can start filing paperwork today, but again, the deadline to qualify is going to be Wednesday at 5 p.m.
If the special election moves forward, early voting will begin on January 12th through the 16th from 8 a.m. until 5 p.m. at the Lynn Haven Senior Center.
All right, thank you, Isabella. And those candidates wishing to run as candidates for the special election have until December 10th to qualify. Those candidates must be residents of Lynn Haven and submit the required forms found on the Supervisor of Elections website.
And of course, we're going to keep you updated on what the circuit judge decides on that special